You are being used right now, not tomorrow. Not in some distant, hypothetical future, right now. Today, someone in your life is feeding off your loyalty like it is an unlimited resource. And the worst part? You already feel it. You have felt it for a while. That slow, quiet drain. That moment when you gave everything and received almost nothing. That silence after your sacrifice. That absence where gratitude should have been. You told yourself it was fine. You told yourself loyal men stay. You told yourself that your consistency would eventually be rewarded. But deep down, in the place you do not show anyone, you know the truth. You are not being respected. You are being managed. And that is exactly where they want you. Think about the last time you were truly loyal to someone. A friend, a boss, a woman, a group. You showed up. You defended them when they were not in the room. You prioritized their needs, sometimes over your own. You kept your word even when it cost you. And what happened? They took more. They pushed further. They tested the edges of your commitment. And when you did not break, they did not admire you. They simply made a note. He will not leave. He will not say no. He will absorb whatever we give him and come back asking for another chance to prove himself. Your loyalty became your cage. And you built it yourself. This is not your fault. Not entirely. You were raised to believe that loyalty was a virtue. That a man who keeps his word is a man of character. That showing up consistently is how you earn trust and respect. These are not lies exactly, but they are incomplete truths. And incomplete truths, in the wrong hands, are the most dangerous weapons ever used against a man. The real world does not reward loyalty. The real world maps it. It finds out exactly how far you will go, exactly how much you will sacrifice, exactly where your breaking point is. And then it operates permanently, strategically, just below that line, keeping you in, keeping you controlled, keeping you useful. You were not failed by your own character. You were failed by your ignorance of how power actually works. And there was a man, 500 years ago, who understood this with terrifying clarity. A man who watched kingdoms rise and fall, who studied the behavior of princes, priests, merchants, and common men, who stripped away every romantic illusion about human nature and looked, unflinching, at what was actually there. His name was Machiavelli, and for centuries, the powerful have quietly read his work while publicly condemning it, because what Machiavelli wrote was not evil. It was accurate. And accuracy about human nature has always been called dangerous by the people who depend on your ignorance. Machiavelli wrote, "It is better to be feared than loved, if you cannot be both." Let that land for a moment. Not because you should become cold or cruel, but because you need to understand what it reveals. Love, in Machiavelli's world, and in the real world, can be manufactured. It can be performed. It can be used as a leash. Fear, meaning respect, real, bone-deep respect, cannot be faked. It has to be earned through consequence, through boundaries with teeth, through a man who has demonstrated clearly that there is a cost to disrespecting him. Machiavelli was not telling you to be a tyrant. He was telling you to stop being a doormat dressed in the language of virtue. This knowledge is for protection, not destruction. What you are about to hear is not a philosophy of cruelty. It is a map of the forces that have been operating on you your entire life, without your awareness or your consent. And once you see the map, you cannot unsee it. The first truth Machiavelli would want you to understand is this: loyalty without leverage is servitude. Read that again. Loyalty without leverage is servitude. There is a difference between a man who chooses to be loyal and a man who's been made to feel that loyalty is his only option. The first man has power. The second man has a chain around his ankle that he mistakes for a badge of honor. In your friendships, your workplace, your relationships, Ask yourself this brutally honest question. If you stopped being reliable tomorrow, if you said no, if you pulled back, what would happen? Would they fight to keep you? Or would they simply find the next loyal man and begin the same extraction? Because if it is the second, you were never valued. You were never even seen. You were a function. And functions get replaced, not mourned. The practical action here is simple and immediate. Introduce friction, not hostility. Friction. Say no to one thing this week that you would normally say yes to out of habit or fear. Watch the reaction. The reaction will tell you everything you need to know about whether your loyalty has been respected or simply consumed. Drop this in the comments. Mindpissed, Dark Psychology YouTube channel. The second truth is this: your predictability is their power, not yours. Machiavelli understood that the prince who could be read could be manipulated. The man whose reactions are known in advance has already lost the negotiation before it begins. Think about how well the people around you know your patterns. They know you will forgive. They know you will show up even after being disrespected. They know that if they give you just enough, a compliment, a small gesture, a moment of warmth, you will reset. You will go back to zero. You will interpret their minimum effort as evidence that things are changing. They are not managing a relationship with you. They are managing a system, and the system is called you. Unpredictability is not chaos. It is not cruelty. It is sovereignty. When people cannot fully predict you, they must respect you. They must consider you. They must treat you as a variable rather than a constant. Constant is never negotiated with. It is simply used. Start introducing deliberate unpredictability into your behavior. Not lies, not games. Simply, do not be the man who can always be counted on to absorb, forgive, and return. Let there be some outcomes they are not sure about. Let them wonder. Let the wondering do the work. The third truth strikes closer to home, and it is the one that will make some of you uncomfortable. You have been addicted to being needed. This is not a weakness in the conventional sense. It is a trap that was built around one of your greatest strengths. You are a provider by nature, a protector. A man who derives deep meaning from being essential to others. And the people who exploit loyal men understand this perfectly. They do not just use your time and your energy, they use your identity. They make you feel that your value, your worth as a man, is directly tied to how much you give, how available you are, how self-sacrificing you remain. And so you keep giving, not because you are naive, but because stopping feels like losing yourself. But here is what Machiavelli understood about identity. A man who derives his power from being needed can always be controlled by the threat of no longer being needed. If your worth lies in their hands, you are not a man with value. You are a hostage in a negotiation you do not even know is happening. The action here is internal before it is external. Ask yourself, what do I do for myself? Not for them. Not to be appreciated. Not to be needed. What do I pursue, build, develop? For no one but me. Because a man with his own world cannot be fully colonized by someone else's. Drop this in the comments. Mindpissed, Dark Psychology YouTube channel. The fourth truth, and this one is ancient, dark, and necessary, is that loyalty shown publicly is loyalty weaponized against you in every social environment. The workplace, the friend group, the relationship. There are observers. And when you are publicly loyal, you are publicly demonstrating your position. You are signaling hierarchy. Not because you intend to, but because loyalty performed in public communicates, I value this person or this group more than I value my own strategic position, and the sharp minds in the room. The Machiavellian operators who exist in every office, every social circle, every family. They see that signal, and they catalog it. He will not bite the hand that gave him a little warmth. He needs to belong to something. He confuses loyalty with love. This does not mean become secretive or cold. It means understand that there is a difference between genuine private loyalty, which can be a strength, and performative public loyalty, which is a vulnerability. Keep your commitments, but stop announcing them. Stop making it visible how much you need to be seen as the loyal one. The man who needs to be seen as loyal is the easiest man to control. Start practicing quiet loyalty, or, in some cases, no loyalty at all to those who have not earned it. Because loyalty is not a default setting. It is a reward, and rewards should be earned. The fifth truth will reorganize how you see every relationship you currently have. Machiavelli wrote extensively about what he called fortune and virtue. The forces outside your control versus the strength within you. And what he observed, watching men rise and fall, was this: men who attach their fate to a single person, a single group, a single institution, are always eventually destroyed by that attachment. Not because the person or group turns evil, necessarily, but because people change, organizations change, alliances shift. And the man who made himself completely dependent on one source of validation, one source of income, one source of belonging, that man has no foundation of his own. When the one thing he built his identity around moves or disappears, he collapses. Do you have one friendship that you have placed your entire social world inside? One job that feels like your entire identity? One relationship that feels like the only place you are truly understood? That concentration, that singular dependence, is not loyalty. It is a single point of failure. And the world is very good at finding single points of failure. The action is diversification, not emotional coldness, diversification. Build multiple pillars, multiple relationships, multiple skills, multiple income sources, multiple versions of yourself that exist independently of any single other person. A man with many pillars cannot be toppled by the removal of one. Drop this in the comments. Mindpreset. Dark Psychology YouTube channel. The sixth truth is the one that will make some men angry. And that is how you know it is real. You have been romanticizing the people who are extracting from you. Human beings are remarkably good at constructing narratives that protect us from painful truths. And one of the most common narratives that loyal men build is this: they mean well. They are going through something. They do not realize how they are treating me. They will change. Deep down, they are good. And sometimes, occasionally, that narrative is true. But far more often, it is a story your mind invented to avoid the devastating conclusion that someone you chose to trust and serve and protect has been consciously or unconsciously exploiting you. Because accepting that means accepting that your judgment was wrong, that your investment was wasted, that the relationship you sacrificed for was not what you believed it to be. Machiavelli had no patience for this kind of self-deception. He understood that men are moved by self-interest first, narrative second, and genuine virtue last, if at all. This is not cynicism. This is clarity, and clarity is the beginning of power. Stop judging people by who you need them to be. Start judging them by what they consistently do. Behavior is the only data that matters. Everything else is a story. The practical action: conduct a loyalty audit. Look at the 5 people you are most loyal to. For each one, ask a single question. What has this person sacrificed for me? Not what have they said. Not what do they intend. What have they actually given up of their time, their comfort, their resources, to demonstrate that I matter to them? The answers may surprise you, they may devastate you, but you need them. The 7th truth is perhaps the most liberating and the most dangerous simultaneously. The people who exploited your loyalty, they were not more powerful than you. They were simply less inhibited. They operated without the moral constraints you placed on yourself. And that asymmetry, not intelligence, not capability, not even opportunity, that asymmetry of restraint is why they won, and you absorbed the cost. You were playing chess with rules. They were flipping the board when necessary. Understanding this does not mean abandoning your principles. It means understanding that your principles applied blindly, without strategy, without awareness of the game being played around you, are not virtues in that context. They are handicaps. A man who refuses to ever lie in a world full of liars is not more honest. He is just more vulnerable. Machiavelli would say, know when to be the lion and when to be the fox. The lion cannot defend himself against traps. The fox cannot defend himself against wolves. You need both inside you. The action. Identify one area of your life where you have been applying moral rules to a situation that is not being governed by moral rules on the other side. And recalibrate, not to become corrupt, but to become real. Drop this in the comments. Mindpicit, Dark Psychology YouTube channel. Now we arrive at the place this was always building toward. You have spent years, maybe your entire adult life, being the man who could be counted on, the man who showed up, the man who held things together quietly, without complaint, without recognition, without asking for anything in return, because you believed, because you were taught that this was what good men do, and there is something beautiful in that. Do not let anyone, including me, take that from you entirely. But here is what they never told you. Here is what the system, the culture, the people who benefited from your reliability never told you. There is a version of loyalty that builds you. And there is a version of loyalty that slowly, methodically, invisibly dismantles you. And you have been living in the second version. And it ends now. The old you is dead. Not the man who has values. Not the man who can care deeply. Not the man who is capable of profound loyalty and commitment. Those remain. What dies, what must die, is the man who confused being used with being needed. The man who mistook tolerance for strength. The man who kept giving to people who had long ago stopped deserving it because stopping felt like failure, because walking away felt like weakness, because you had been told by everything around you that the measure of a man is how much he can absorb without breaking. That version of you has served its purpose, and its purpose was to bring you here, to this moment, to this awareness. You are a weapon, pointed at your own future. Every skill you have built, every pain you have survived, every betrayal that did not destroy you, every morning you got up when you had every reason to stay down. Those are not stories of weakness. Those are the formation of a man who has been tested and is still standing. And now, for the first time, those qualities do not belong to whoever was clever enough to extract them from you. They belong to you. They point in one direction, forward, toward the life you have been postponing, the goals you have been placing second, the version of yourself you have been too busy maintaining other people's worlds to build. You belong to no one. Not to the friend who calls only when they need something. Not to the employer who expects everything and offers the minimum required to keep you compliant. Not to the relationship that takes your consistency for granted. Not to the group that defines you only by your usefulness. Not to the version of yourself that was built by other people's expectations and other people's needs. You belong to no one. And that is not loneliness. That is the first breath of a free man. Machiavelli did not write The Prince as a manual for tyrants. He wrote it as a mirror, held up to the face of every man who wanted to understand reality clearly enough to finally navigate it with power. And what the mirror shows you, if you are brave enough to look, is this: the world is not cruel. The world is indifferent. And in the face of indifference, the only thing that protects you is your own strategic awareness, your own cultivated strength, your own deliberate choices about who deserves your loyalty and who has simply been leasing it. You now have that awareness. The question is what you do with it. If what you heard today landed somewhere real, if some part of this cracked open something you have been quietly carrying, then you are already the kind of man this channel exists for. Subscribe, not for us. Subscribe because you have decided that this level of clarity, this refusal to be the last one in the room to understand the game, is something you want more of. Every video on this channel is designed to give you the same thing this one did. The map, the truth, the edge. Drop this in the comments. Mindplicit, Dark Psychology YouTube channel. And before you go, one final question. The kind that is going to follow you into the rest of your day, whether you want it to or not. Think of the person you have been most loyal to in your life. The one you gave the most to. The one you showed up for over and over again, without question, without condition. Now ask yourself, honestly, truly honestly, in the quiet place where you do not perform for anyone, did they ever, even once, choose you at a cost to themselves? Drop this in the comments. Mindplicit, Dark Psychology YouTube channel.